Good afternoon, students. In this lecture, we see important concept in farm management. The name of concept is cost concept. This is also very important part for your practical. So in this lecture, in side by side, I also cover your practical number 7. Okay. So try to understand this topic. Okay. So now we start with first point. What is fixed cost? Okay. So we see the important point related with the fixed cost. Fixed costs are those costs which do not change in magnitude as the amount of output produced changes and are incurred even when production is not undertaken. So these are also called as sunk cost. In that particular word, the meaning is there. And this fixed cost also divided into two parts in a farm management: fixed cash cost and non-cash fixed cost. So this could be fixed cash costs such as land taxes, interest, insurance premiums, permanently hired labor. So all these are the examples of fixed cash cost. And non-cash fixed cost, this includes depreciation on buildings, machinery, interest on capital investment, cost of family labor and management. So for this, you have to understand depreciation means the reduction in the value of asset due to its use, and how to estimate depreciation, that particular concept we deal in detail in my next lecture or next practical. So you just try to understand the examples included in non-cash fixed cost and fixed cash cost. Okay. Now we see the variable cost. In that word also, the meaning is there. It shows the quantity of output that can be produced using different level of inputs. So variable cost, what is the definition? This cost incurred on variable inputs and hence vary with the level of production are called as variable cost. For example, expenses on fertilizers, seeds, chemicals, whatever the expenses is done on your purchase of different types of inputs, that comes under variable cost. So higher the production, more will be the variable cost. So this is the relationship. And if the production decreases, your variable cost also decreases. In next point, I show you one relationship, functional relationship between output and input. Output is represented by capital Y and input is represented by X. So Y is the function of X1, X2, X3 up to Xn. So what are the X1, X2, X3 up to Xn? These are the different level of inputs used in our production, okay, production process. And it however does not tell which inputs are fixed and which are the variable ones in this particular relationship. For that purpose, one another relationship is developed. So that relationship is expressed as y is the function of into bracket x1 x2 slash, okay, x3 up to dash dash xn, where y is the output, x1 x2 are variable inputs and x3 up to xn, these are the fixed inputs. So these are the different types of relationships, okay, developed for expressing the variable inputs and fixed inputs. Now we see the total cost, third concept. What is total cost? Total cost is calculated by addition of fixed cost plus variable cost. And total cost is required for calculation of net revenue or net profit, net income, whatever the obtained in that production process. That is, for that purpose, total cost is very important. And what is the formula for net revenue? So whatever the total revenue obtained in production, you can minus it from total cost, then you can get net revenue. So here in the diagram, you easily understood the graphical representation of these three costs: fixed cost, variable cost, and total cost. In that diagram, if you observe, OX on OX axis, we take the quantity of inputs and price of that output or input is taken on y-axis. And if you take the values of total cost, variable cost and fixed cost, so such type of graph is or line is you can observe shape of that graph. So see here, variable cost starts from point of origin and goes on increasing. But if you observe fixed cost, because fixed cost remains fixed throughout the production, the graph is like this, horizontal straight line parallel to x-axis. Okay. Now see here, from which point your total cost curve starts? From this point. Okay, because total cost is we have to add fixed cost also while estimation of total cost. So the graph started from this point. Okay, so this is the graphical representation of these three basic costs in farm management, also in production economics. Now we see other four costs, different types of cost that are developed by the relationship of these total cost, variable cost, and fixed cost. In that, the first cost is called as average fixed cost. So what is average fixed cost? It is worked out by dividing total fixed cost by the amount of output. If you take the total fixed cost quantity, you divide it by amount of output, then you can get average fixed cost. And see here, it is also the fixed cost per unit of output. This point also asks for fill in the blank. Okay. So fixed cost per unit of output is called dash. We can write there average fixed cost. It varies from each level of output. As output increase, average fixed cost decreases. Okay. So this is the relationship, and you can easily observe this relationship in graphical form. Hence, per unit fixed costs are estimated by using the formula. Already this formula is given in your manual also. Now, average variable cost. It is the total variable cost if you divide this particular column by amount of output, then you will get average variable cost. So it varies with the level of output. Initially, it will decreases in the beginning, but when the law of increasing return operates, so what is the law of increasing return, diminishing return, and a constant return? Already this point you already see in your basic course of economics, Econ 121, okay, in laws of returns. So this is also in these three laws also we can express the relationship between input and output. So it will decrease in the beginning, which cost? Average variable cost. So it is inversely proportional to average product. You know, average product, total product, and marginal product. These are very important product relationship. We can also see in detail in factor product relationship. So in that I'll explain it clearly what is average product. Okay. So average product means you can take output upon input. Then you can calculate the average product. It is inversely proportional to average product, which cost? Average variable cost. When average product increases, average variable cost decreases, and as average product decreases, average variable cost increases. So this is the relationship between average cost and variable cost. Now, average total cost. So what is the definition? Total cost per unit of output. It decreases in the beginning, okay, and as the law of increasing return operate in your that production process, and then increases when the law of diminishing return operates. This is the relationship. And ATC is estimated by another formula, AFC plus AVC. So this is the next formula. Now what is marginal cost? So see, what is the word marginal? Marginal means here added quantity you have to take into consideration. So added cost is the cost incurred for producing additional unit of output. In other words, the cost of producing an additional unit of output is called as marginal cost. So whatever the additional word is there in any definition, then it is related with the marginal concept. It is calculated by dividing change in total cost. So see here, this is the diagram of change triangle. This is the symbol for pronouncing the very important part, change in total cost. Change means you have to take the difference between two quantities of total cost and total output, change in Y. Now in this particular point, we see the relationship of cost. As the output increases, the average fixed cost goes on declining continuously. Okay, and because the fixed cost is constant, okay, at that level, the output increases. Total output goes on increasing. Then the average variable cost first declines, and this is clearly you can also understand by drawing the graph also, as the law of increasing returns hold good, but after a certain point is reached, it starts increasing because of the operation of law of diminishing returns. So this is the fluctuations in average variable cost. Now what is average total cost? First it declines, and but it reaches at its minimum level and then it increases. So this is the what we can say point related with the average total cost. The marginal cost is, which is defined as the change in total cost divided by change in output. It declines first, reaches a minimum, and then it starts increasing. So long as the ABC is declining, the marginal cost is less than average variable cost. When average variable cost starts increasing, marginal cost becomes greater than ABC. This is clearly shown in this diagram, relationship of marginal cost and average variable cost and average total cost. See, initially, this marginal cost is very, very less as compared to all these average costs, but it cuts to ATC and ABC at their minimum level, and then it goes on increasing. So this is the relationship between marginal cost and average variable cost, okay, and average total cost. Now, in your manual, one example is given. So try to solve this example with the help of figures given in your manual. And now see here, the quantities is given, output quantity is given, total return quantity is given, but this you have to convert. Okay, 900 quintal is given, but the returns you have to estimate for rupees 90. Okay, 90 multiplied by total returns at the rate of 990 per quintal. So output is given. Okay, 10 quintal. Okay, now 10 multiplied by 90 means it is 900. So this is the total returns. From output you can estimate total returns, but now you have to estimate total cost, fixed cost plus variable cost. If you add both these two columns, then you get this column, total cost. Average fixed cost upon Y. So already the formula is given. With the help of formula you go on estimating the figures. Here, one point, marginal cost, marginal returns, and profit. See here, change in TC, how you can estimate change in TC? So whatever the quantities you estimated here in this column, take the difference between every quantity. First difference, make it dash in this column. Okay, first difference, make it dash in the first column of marginal cost and marginal returns, make it dash here, and then go on estimating the difference between in this column and difference in these columns. For example, 1800 and 900. What is the difference? You write here in this change in MR, change in TR upon change in Y. Write down the important, what we can say, important formula of MR. So go on writing the formula of MR. MR is TR, change in TR upon change in Y. So how to estimate change in TR, change in TC? So that already I tell you. And profit, the formula is given. And with the help of this data, you also draw two diagrams. Okay, these two diagrams. First one, in that you show total cost, variable cost, and fixed cost. In second diagram, you show four cost, marginal cost, average total cost, average variable cost, and average fixed cost. Okay, this is your in homework. Okay, I try to understand and complete it. Thank you.